Hello Diamonds and welcome back to ECOLife Season 16. This will be my fourth video to conclude what has been going in the last few days. This episode I'm starting off by finishing a trade deal to advance my technologies back in my store. So first thing, before I can even install the cement kiln that I have recently bought, I have to mine out some space and then make a new room. Because, well, our shop area is a bit too tiny to put extra stuff inside. And yeah, it actually takes quite a long time. I think I spent maybe like half an hour to an hour just getting everything ready, building the room, trying to style it. I even had to move my stockpile a little bit further ahead. And then I got the cement kiln installed. And I initially started to just make some more cement, and afterwards I was making other things as well, but at least this way I could get started. It was before other people had the advanced smelting, which would produce the rebar that you need for reinforced concrete. As the process used up a lot of clay, I started kinda destroying the big mountain that I had next to my store. So I took like many trees off from the top area, and then just with the front loader I was just removing everything layer by layer to get more clay into brick making. And it was quite long process because literally in the past few days I spent like maybe like 4 or 5 hours only on the clay mining. Yeah, it takes very long time, and yeah, drive around, make the ramps to go a bit like few layers down, and like repeat and repeat. So it was really numbing for like the process, and especially as the front loader has such a small storage. So hopefully once we have a bit better machinery like the skidster, then we can do it much quicker. Also, skidster would take care of the shale that we have laying around, because at the moment I have to pick it up by hand, and it's also a bit annoying thing to do. I also had an incident where one of the other players ended up crashing the truck into the water, and quite deep, to be honest. So I kinda volunteered to go and give him a hand. So just like trying to transfer the things up from the truck and like build the platform so he can go layer by layer further. So it took me like, I don't know, did we spend like half an hour or so, maybe a bit longer, just to get everything out, but happily we could complete it and it was all good. So yeah, I remember like long time before I started even doing YouTube videos, I had very similar situations where I accidentally just fell off the bridges and stuff. And one time it was even because of the earthquake. So in real life there's a small earthquake, and then I just walk off the bridge. And it was also like really deep ocean, so it took me like I think 40 minutes or something to get my cart items all out. But yeah, so it kind of reminded me this situation, and that's why I kind of offered my help as well, because I know how difficult and annoying it really feels. So once we were all out of the waters, then we of course did the exchange, as I kept a lot of stuff on my truck. So I did have few personal items on the truck as well, but I kind of knew how many things I have. So we kind of messaged each other like what belongs to who and so on. So you can probably even see on the messages yourself. And after that we departed our ways. He gave me quite positive rating, and of course I gave one backwards as well, because he has been quite helpful in other aspects of the season as well, like supporting. So next thing I had was to focus on the mining and crushing rocks aspect. So I got a rastra and one of the windmills, and therefore I set everything up on that side as well. And of course, whilst I was producing everything, I understood that I don't have enough space. So I started clearing up and like extra space behind the store to put one of the bakery ovens inside, as it's quite good way to make some more mortar. So it's not of course the cheapest on energy sides. It takes way too much energy in my opinion, but it does work and you need less resources. So I think instead of like 5 wood pulp, you could use only 3 to make one of the mortars. So it's quite good. Plus you can also use the wheat to make some as well. So a good way to increase the brick production. For all the seasons I actually have played, I never really had a shop in the city. So with all the extra money I made with the bricks, I decided that I will go ahead and buy a little bit land in the city. And I started digging out a big space for one of those shipping containers. Of course the bigger one, because otherwise we can't fit enough. And yeah, so I dug the area out before starting to build the actual shop, which in my opinion does look really interesting and unique. So it just would make it much easier for me to sell the bricks I make and also the reinforced concrete, and maybe take some orders from locals as well, because like some people might want colored bricks, colored concretes. So I can make it for them. It's one of the easy ways to improve the visuals of the city. Of course I do have a lot of competition, but nevertheless it's still fun. Okay, here it is, my store. So I have nicely updated my roof as well, in case anyone has seen it from anyone else's video or is playing on the same server. So here's the store. It's a little bit wrong way, the sales part, because I was a bit careless, not willing to change. Outside I have my order table, which people have access to. And inside I have one cement kiln only for plain concrete, and if people want colored one, then I will build other one. But this is pretty much how the building stands. Nothing too special, but yeah, the walls are kinda unique, colorful, and the sales area has like extra roof that is brown. So if you see from outside, all the roof is black. So it's kinda like extra layer to make it more interesting. But that's it for the video, so I hope to make next one in less than 5 days. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.